What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Comic Island. My name is Joey and I want to talk to you guys about a topic I've discussed with a friend after reading an article on the subject of superheroes and their effects on young children. SpiderMan Homecoming just came out and it was awesome. For those who haven't seen it yet, don't worry, there won't be any spoilers in this video, but please do me a big favor and go watch it before the movie is no longer available in theaters. So we're going to be taking Spider-Man as an example for the subject line for this video. Now, this awkward teenager embodies what 99% of teenagers go through from the age of, say, 12 all the way to their late teens. Boy or girl, you probably have experienced the trials and tribulations that Peter Parker has gone through. But what if you're a 5-year-old? What if you're a 10-year-old? A 5-year-old could see Spider-Man punching and kicking his way to victory, and a 10-year-old might think parkour is the coolest thing ever and tries it out at school to impress his friends, even though Marvel and DC has been around for decades. The superhero brand has never hit it as big as it is now, so mothers and fathers aren't reacting as fast as they should be to the dark side of the superhero phenomenon. Take Disney princesses for example. Did you know that princess culture is a thing? The Disney princess culture suggests that a girl's most valuable asset is her beauty, which encourages unhealthy attention to physical appearance. The culture also implies that girls should be submissive and should expect a handsome boy to come to their rescue. This issue has been going on for ages, and some mothers will not even allow their daughters to play with Disney princess dolls. And yet, these big name brand companies are making a killing off action figures following a big movie release. So even though we, as adults, understand the moral implications and the hard decisions that Spider-Man goes through, to a 5-year-old, they might get the wrong message. Odds are that a child would not act out on what he or she sees on the big screen and the small screen, but it is possible for them to absorb the wrong message. Take for example every superhero movie that I can remember, starting with Iron Man 1. Our heroes kick, punch, and repulsor blast their way to victory, and they are celebrated and rewarded for their actions. Kids don't exactly pick up on their heroes' moral decision making that led them to act out violently, so these young minds rely on their big brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, guardians, and of course moms and dads to explain the situation and guide them. So if you love superheroes and you have someone young watching it with you, take the time to talk to them about the movie. Now, small children aren't exactly the target audience of these movies, and especially the comics that gave these movies life, but that's okay. DC launched Justice League Action, where our heroes aren't dealing with world-threatening issue. And of course, Teen Titans Go is always a favorite amongst young children. Marvel, on the other hand, has mainly Spider-Man shows that appeal to children, so hats off to DC for having a more kid-friendly option. But with today's tech-savvy kids, they have access to more than just these shows listed. A child can go on Netflix pretty easily, granted their family has paid for the monthly subscription. A kid can access superhero shows like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and that guy that punches things till his problems goes away. Take Daredevil for example. Have you seen season 2? Have you met Frank Castle, the gun-wielding vigilante serial killer filled with testosterone? How about Luke Cage, even more testosterone, making any young kid want to grow up faster and hit the gym? Then there's the sex appeal, and man, that's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. Jessica Jones, a drunk anti-hero who's out for herself only until she realizes that she needs to do more. And finally, my favorite, the legendary One Punch Man. Now, let's take a look at how not all of these superheroes are created equally. While loving Spider-Man is easy, Wonder Woman is a complicated feminist icon, and Batman's main thing is that he broods. Is he responsible for the emo teenagers? Wolverine loves hacking and slashing his way to victory, and Iron Man started off as an alcoholic. These are just the tip of the iceberg for some of these heroes. If we get deep into comic lore, then these things get a bit more twisted and creepy. But with all that said, I want to weigh in on my personal opinions before we wrap up this video. For as long as I can remember, I've been in love with certain superheroes. They taught me about right and wrong, selflessness, loyalty, courage, and that, well, radioactive sludge could potentially give me superpowers. So even though superheroes aren't the best role models for young children, I believe that with the right guidance, these superheroes could lead our young children to grow up with a strong core full of integrity, virtue, ingenuity, and a sense of responsibility. Because, like how Uncle Ben says it best, with great power comes with great responsibility. With that being said, I think I've rambled on enough, but now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another Comic Island video.